Brilliance Audio.
Gossamer in the Darkness, a Fantasyland novella by Kristen Ashley, performed by Stella Bloom and John Hartley.
Loren, you're absolutely certain the woman you saw in the sanatorium was Lady Maxine Dawes? Loren asked his father. They were in Ansley's study. Drinks to be shared with Dawes and Maxine were to be served in the parlour in 15 minutes. Thus, they were both in evening attire. And his father and he were further discussing the bombshell Ansley had landed on him that afternoon, just prior to his brief, wet adventure with the Countess Derryman. She was the image of the woman who arrived this very afternoon. Ansley replied. And the doctors told you that the damage done when she was a child was unrecoverable. Loren pressed. Yes, son. Ansley replied sharply, his deep voice pitching louder. Calm down. Loren said low. It feels like you're questioning my sanity. I'm not, but I believe you are. Ansley blew out a breath, tore his hand through his hair, and turned to stare out the window into the darkness. As we did not have time earlier today, now can we speak for a moment about the fact you didn't tell me that my affianced had a debilitating brain injury? Loren requested. Ansley turned back to his son. If you'd known you'd been released from the contract, what would you have done? I've no idea. However, I think whatever that is should have been mine to decide. Ansley let it sit a moment, and then he said, You are all I have left, Loren. It is indeed about our line. Mostly it's about me wanting to precede at least one member of my immediate family to death. Loren flinched. I think Maxine is a twin. Loren had no idea what he expected his father to say, but it wasn't that. A twin? He asked.
Citrine, you're going to what? Mom, chill out, I whispered. She was pacing, wearing a satin and lace negligee set that was everything. I was up on her bed, my legs curled under me, wearing much the same, but mine didn't have lace, and it was clear Edgar skimped on a few things because Mom's bedclothes were rad and mine were just awesome. Maxine was out like a light in Mom's bed due to the draught the doctor had given us to help her sleep. Yes, the doctor had come and gone. He did this with Mom flatly refusing to let Maxine go back to the hospital, with Loren, Ansley, Maitland, the doctor, and me all watching her while she wore an outfit Carling unearthed from the rafters or wherever. That was okay, but it wasn't like any of mine. Mine were more Victorian Cinderella, hers was more Dangerous Liaisons Vixen. She decreed, She's mine now. I have her back. We'll arrange instructions so we can learn what we're doing. We'll hire a nurse who just knows what she's doing. We'll come to you for regular appointments so she continues to have the care she needs. What we're not going to do is let her go again. Mom was into being Corliss of this world. The doctor seemed thrilled by this and replied, She's grieved for you greatly. Well, that's over, Mom returned. Being with her loved ones in a stable environment will do her wonders. The doctor continued. Marvelous! Mom cried, twirling her hand in the air. We're all agreed. So apparently imprisonment in a dungeon for nearly a month with her daughter-not-daughter and meals of gruel and broth wasn't enough to break my mother. I should have known. Obviously they'd had their baths, eaten, and gotten dressed. Then Mom settled Maxine in with some sketchbooks by a window, met Ansley, Loren, Maitland, and the doctor came and went. Mom returned to Maxine. I wanted to go with her and get to know my sister, but Loren took me aside before I could do that. There's much to be done, he declared. I was thinking wedding. I'm sure.
We need to go to the constabulary and make our statements.
Oh, well then. Not wedding.
Father and I'll do it now. We'll take you and your mother tomorrow.
I nodded. Right.
We'll be needing to make other arrangements.
I should not push this, considering the fact I was going to find a witch as fast as I could and let Loren off the hook, but still, I hoped this world had peonies.